Who's ready to see some mother freaking gameplay of this game that everybody's shitting on right now? What's up, Toast? How's it going, dude? So I tried not to look at Twitter too much because nothing good happens on Twitter whenever a new Resident Evil game is announced. So, but we're gonna be recording a YouTube video while we do this and putting it on our channel, of course, because I don't post on YouTube enough. But I've got 3 videos pulled up. One of them is direct from Capcom's channel. I don't think that I don't know if they posted anything else. No, they did not. Okay. But there is people that are putting content out from Tokyo at the Tokyo Game Show, so we're gonna watch those too, because there's already videos out for that too. But yeah, so this is the overview that they put out, but there's like a 7-minute gameplay from GrowTube, and then there's also a hands-on impressions from IGN. So what's up, Nintendo? How's it going, dude? So these, we're gonna watch all 3 of these, and I'm gonna react to just kind of what I'm seeing, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let us begin. All right, we're gonna be taking a look at this gameplay overview. This is the one from Capcom. So we're gonna get started here and see what this gameplay looks like. All right, let's take a look. Let's see what interesting. I think it actually looks kind of cool. I think it actually looks kind of cool, you guys. So it's a little bit more simplified than I thought. But what we were talking about in the video the other day when we were watching the trailers, it's not too far off from that, though. Seriously, like, we talked about the idea that you would, like, as we called it the game director, but they're calling it the mastermind. We talked about the idea that you would have a few different ways of traversing around the environment as the mastermind. We talked about controlling the enemies. We talked about like almost being like a dungeon builder, which it does look like that's the case. You can spawn in enemies and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And then obviously playing as Mr. X, that one was pretty straightforward based on the video. But it actually felt like we were probably like 80% with what we talked about. We did an hour-long video the other day. We're probably about 80% on track with what that turned out to be. Let's take a look at this this gameplay from Tokyo Game Show and see what it looks like. So it looks like the item box. There is an item box. It's set up a little bit differently. Definitely a lot of asset reusal from RE2. Even the running animation for these characters actually seems to be very close to Leon. Like this jog right here looks very much like Leon's, like his run animation. The traps are kind of cool. Definitely tell us this is very, very low budget. I mean, yeah, you're gonna see, you know, a lot of the context of it being low budget comes from the fact that they're gonna be reusing quite a bit from, they're gonna be using a lot from RE2. Even her animation looks a lot like Claire's. I think they've made some subtle adjustments, but the animations seem to be, they seem to be actually taken from RE2. Keep in mind too, this is also in beta, so I mean, it's not gonna be super smooth gameplay. Just keep that in mind. So it looks like there's things that you can do to increase the mission time. They have a yellow herb. It looks like weapons are also being brought in from RE2. You've got the Matilda, you've got the quick draw. They're adding a Molotov. That's kind of cool. You have to purchase from the item box. Interesting. I actually didn't see that. That's kind of cool. So all of the weapons from RE2 Remake are here. You had currency? Yeah, I didn't even see that. I totally missed that. Probably game points from doing things. Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, that's definitely Claire's run animation. It looks slightly modified, but it's definitely pulled straight from Claire's running animation too. So yeah, I mean, it's very clear that they're reusing a lot of things. I'll be running caution. Is this? I think I need to turn the volume up on this one too. Yeah.
Why are you still in this place? Don't you have somewhere else to go? Do you not want to escape?
I hear Mr. X around the corner. Time to go into knife-only mode. So it does look like you're progressing through a stage, or a scenario. It does appear that is something that we talked about in the video the other day.
The depravity of the game goes deeper. This is good for me, however it ends.
But I watched the Residents of Evil reaction video that was put out from the trailer the other day. And they're actually right on it with what they said. It's very much the scenario is very much like a Saw, like kind of inspired from the Saw series. So the Resident Evil community is excited for this. I'd say it's definitely a mixed review for sure. And it does look like there may be multiple costume options too. Because the homeboy in the raccoon jacket has blonde hair in this gameplay demo, but he had brown hair in the trailer. This is not like DBD at all, though. Like, everybody's like, oh, it's a DBD clone. This is not like DBD. I mean, yes, it's 4v1. Yes. But it's not really like that.
Look at you all doing...
More like Evolve? Not even that. Like, this is a scenario that they're playing through. Like, this is legitimately like, you have to complete objectives, and you're navigating through what appears to be more of a scenario type environment rather than an arena. It's not really an arena type environment. It definitely has Outbreak style like inspirations.
What is this motherfucking bullshit? Dr. Wesker will think I barely tried. Whatever that shit is in your blood, do not think running will keep...
They did just mention Wesker in that. That's kind of cool. All right. Okay, that was interesting. Let's take a look at this one. I don't know if this one's any different. But
Hi, this is Matt Kim from IGN, and we just got a hands-on with the new Project Resistance, the latest Capcom Resident Evil spin-off, which is a 4v1 asymmetrical multiplayer game. I'm here with Brendan, who played with me over at the Capcom offices.
We had a little back and forth going.
We did, yeah. Tell me, how did you like Project Resistance?
Definitely, it wasn't what I expected. I guess we went in with no expectations whatsoever. I thought it was like a Resident Evil 8 game, but this is a very different beast, and it's worth noting that Capcom was like, this is a idea, not a project, not a full-fledged $60 experience narratively.
Right.
We don't know much about it other than what they've shown us, which was the 4 survivors versus the 1 mastermind.
It's not like a Left 4 Dead style 4-player co-op game.
Yeah, it's almost like back when we saw Fable Legends that was unfortunately canceled, where there is a kind of a evil overlord overseeing the whole arena and laying traps and summoning zombies to try and to stop or distract or cause strife and, like, you know, knock down the clock till they can win the game.
The 4 players, the 4 survivors rather, are in third person, correct?
Yeah, it's in the like the RE2 engine, so it's almost like you're playing like Leon or Claire, but they're not in here. Instead, you get the zombie version of the Breakfast Club.
Right.
They don't really have any backstories, but they have all that their own abilities. There's like the tank,
Right.
the hacker, the healer.
like even that camera movement is
Yeah,
exactly the
tank.
same
The
from
other
RE2.
tank- Yeah, it did seem like there were like
tanks.
2 tank roles, even though one was like offense, but they both kind of did the same thing.
Right.
What about the mastermind?
So the Mastermind, I really like playing as. It did take a little getting used to because it's not in the traditional.
It's not third person.
It's not third person. You're playing through cameras, which you can see over a mini map, and it shows you where all the players are, where your traps are located. Then you choose one of like maybe there's like 10 different cameras, and maybe like 1 or 2 each room. And while looking through the cameras, you slowly pan around and you place zombies and traps using
Right.
kind of like a card system.
Yeah.
And it gives you like a certain deck to use
Interesting.
from. and each
Oh,
card,
okay. So you have like
power
a
up to
that's
maximum of like 10.
that's kind of cool. You have a
And you can
deck.
also do like not just based on your cards, but you can also like lock doors and turn off lights.
And that was really key, I noticed, is sometimes sowing discord is more important than just having a zombie show up.
Yeah.
If you like lock a door and turn off the lights and someone's trapped them all by themselves with like an armored zombie, that can like actually shift the whole course of the game rather than just having to constantly summon zombies in front of people.
And as a mastermind, you're not just stuck behind the camera.
You get to take control of people too.
Yeah. As who though?
Yeah, as zombies or Mr. X,
Mr.
the
X,
tyrant,
yep.
which was easily the highlight of this. Like, I like playing survivors, but being able to play as the tyrant and charge down people, it's kind of like playing as the tank in Left 4 Dead 2, where it's like if you go in head first against 4 people, they're going to take you down. They're going to just play keep away. But if you kind of set up traps and look for the stragglers and know where to strike, you can just totally destroy the enemy team. I think when we were playing, and I was the mastermind, I waited till one of your group ran over to a lift, and then I remotely activated it, trapping him as he slowly went up, placed the tyrant at the top, took control, and then beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
separating the survivors
shit.
is like key because this is a teamwork game, and so all 4 of them.
See, it's
with
hard to
their
lay it
powers
into
combined
context when you only
are
have a
kind
couple
like
minutes of
really
gameplay, but
overpowered,
that-
yeah, exactly. But
that
that's
is
kinda why
cool.
You have to like set up traps and like split them apart.
Yeah, I
how'd
can.
you- sorry.
Sorry, I can see the difficulty being very based on the expertise of the players. If you have a really smart, focused, communicative team, that's really hard for a mastermind. On the vice versa, if they're really scatterbrained and they don't know what they're doing.
Can just imagine
a really
speedrunners
good
doing punch
mastermind
dodges
can
and
just totally
stuff.
shut them down easily.
But I wonder
I
to what
really
extent
like
that's
the
actually going to
balance
work,
of the
because
game.
even though
I
they're
felt
using
like,
the same animations and
there
stuff
was
like that,
strategy that you can play as the 4
it
players,
does
and
look to
that
be slightly
wasn't
modified.
like
Even like
really
Leon and Claire's run
powerful.
animations that are present with
how'd
the
you feel about
characters
that?
in the
Yeah, I think
in the
like,
scenario, it still
at
does
first,
seem
like,
to
I
be
was
slightly
constantly going
modified.
over
So
the
they
mastermind. I
may
was like,
have
oh,
already
keep this
taken
in
that
zombies,
feedback
keep
and
running
corrected
off.
it
So I had to,
accordingly.
like, actually plan in advance, like 3 rooms away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have this door lock when they run in. I'm going to mount a turret on that camera, and I'm going to attack from this angle, rather than trying to chase them with zombies that would just move really
Let's hope
slowly.
so.
Right.
Yeah.
And even Mr. X isn't overpowered.
It looks
which is
fun though. Like this is a game that I would love to sit down with like
Him down, he's not available for a very long
you and Levi
This isn't Resident Evil.
and like Mondo and play. That would be
or
fun.
Resident Evil 8, actually.
or even Outbreak.
Yeah, or even Outbreak.
It's its own weird idea that they're trying to play around with, and they're actually starting a beta
Mm-hmm.
because they want players, the players, to actually help them figure out what this product and this idea really is. And I could see it going a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a games as a service kind of vibe to it. I could see them.
Definitely want to play this.
adding
Oh, dude,
transactions,
100%, dude.
I'm usually always skeptical of these things, but like if they give me an option to play as Leon
Yeah.
in the like police mansion
Sure.
DLC, I'm just like, all right,
Right, the Chris Redfield DLC pack.
the Punch a Boulder pack.
Yeah, although they did say, they did tease that, like we had one mastermind and he was French, but they did tease others, so, you know, we could go that DLC
It did seem
route.
like there would be other masterminds to choose from, decks, layouts, maybe even survivors
Right.
and maps. Because the maps kind of like, they don't, the one we played was like a 3-area version of like a warehouse, but we saw the trailer as like a very more like a facility.
Yeah.
So I could see there being different maps as well to keep longevity going.
Well, thanks, Brandon. That was Project Resistance, a new Resident Evil game from Capcom. For more, check out our hands-on preview at IGN.com, and thanks for watching.
Dude, this is actually pretty legit. Like I know people are shitting on this, but keep in mind, okay. Keep in mind, this is like super early in development, you guys. Like, so the actual name is Project Resistance. Well, it's still early in development. I'm willing to bet you they're gonna do early access for this game. I'm willing to bet you. Did you see the number of dislikes on the second trailer? Oh yeah, dude, it's toxic. It's so toxic. But dude, like, entitled little shits. Oh, dude, here's so let me give before I we're gonna start some RE2 speedruns, but to wrap up the YouTube video, here's my thoughts on it. I think it's really cool. It's definitely got some kinks, and that's very apparent, but it's early in development. And they've already said that this is going to be a game that they're making, but they're taking input from the community on this. Like, it's not, this might not even be a $60 game. This might be a $20, $30 game, and then you have the option to purchase DLC later. Kind of like how DBD is. DBD, I think it's like $20. But you can buy like, you know, additional killers. You can buy like, and you can buy extra survivors. Like that, they have a lot of modularity there, I guess you would say. Like it looks like it could be very modular. They could add more stages. They could add more characters, more weapons. Like they're gonna just take the framework of RE2, which I think was good. I felt that it was pretty good. And then just continue to fine tune it and take feedback from people in the community. This very much seems to be a game that is actually going to be built by the community. Like, this is going to be one of the first times in Resident Evil history where the people playing the game are actually going to have a say in what gets put in the game. And that's something that Capcom has struggled with for a very long time. And they're doing it with this one. And it's a spin-off, but this is where they start. And that's where they grow into things like Resident Evil 3, and maybe we'll still get an Outbreak remaster or a remake. Who knows? There's definitely elements of Outbreak in this, but I don't think this game really knows what it wants to be yet, and I think it's a good thing because it means that fans are going to have the opportunity to speak up and give Capcom the feedback on what the game needs to be. But I'm going to tell you right now, the people that are shitting on this game, their input's not going to be received. I'm going to be 100% honest, like, because you can't sit there and just be negative for the sake of being negative. I'm all about being constructive. But if you're just like, oh, it's not Resident Evil 3, I'm not playing it, your voice is not going to be heard, because that's not what this is about. This is about saying, look, we're making a spin-off title. This is a start. Let's see what what do you guys want this to be, and we'll do it. That's what this is about. It's not about. It's not about, oh, we want RE3. Those people are going to be completely thrown under the bus. But if you like the idea and you want to have a chance to actually talk to Capcom and make and have a little bit of ownership in the game almost, this is an opportunity for you to do that. And the people that miss this are missing a huge opportunity, I think. Absolutely massive opportunity gone to waste if people aren't in support of this project. I'm not saying that anybody has to be. I would never force that opinion upon anybody, but just know that if you don't support it and you're not looking to like have some ownership in the community, then that's your loss. You can shit about RE3 Remake, and then when the time does come for RE3 to come out, you're not going to have a say on that either. That's exactly what this is about. So, why closed beta test only consoles feels bad, man. There might be a PC one later. You never know. You never know. But that's it for the YouTube video of the portion. If you guys like the video, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you on Twitch. So thank you guys for watching.